Afternoon, fellas on YouTube. Anybody doing a wing repair? Here's another follow-up video to the composite wing repair I am handling at this time. So we are now onto the fairing stage, where we've completed our repair section in the middle. We filled up the center section with urethane foam, and we're on stage 2 of the fairing compound. I'm not going to be able to get away with this, but I at least minimize the thickness to maybe 20 to 30 thousandths of an inch in some sections. Otherwise, I got a bit of a trick here, and the goal of this is not to get it perfect. It's to get the contour. So there's two things when you're doing a composite repair or manufacturing. You're making molds, you're making tools. You have surface profile and surface finish. You obviously require a certain finish to be able to bond on top of. You need a uniform surface, not necessarily flat, but you need a surface which is uniform, so that has the same surface irregularities over the course of it. What we're doing here is we're creating the profile. So I've got the edges built up to the point where they're actually lack of built up. They're level with the outer plies. We have filled in the center section here, very light skim coat of epoxy fairing compound, and I've draped over top of it a piece of 6 mil, I think, vapor barrier, polyethylene sheeting. And we're using that as basically a ply to allow us to squeegee in, for lack of a better description, or trowel in the fairing compound. So we just hold it and we just move it very slowly back and forth. And now we're not going to get it perfect, but we're going to get it close enough. And more importantly, we're going to eliminate high spots. And when you have low spots, they're easy to fill and take down to the surface. But you have high spots, you got a lot of sanding to do. So this is already stage 2 of this process, and the first stage I had a couple of air pockets, whatnot, so I just ground those out slightly and filled them back in with fairing compound. And I was able to basically get the nose radius by doing this, just by using the outside edges. So this is not perfect, but it's not going to give you your surface finish, but it will give you your contour for the most part. And I probably estimated this has saved me at least a couple of steps of trying to get the surface profile. And when this cures, we'll peel off the polyethylene sheeting and we'll sand it down, and we can bond right over top of it. So the gentleman that owns this wing, we've talked today. What we're going to do is we're actually going to wrap it in 7725 fiberglass. We're going to pigment the epoxy black. So it's going to be good from far, but it's not going to give you that carbon fiber flat look. And of course, it's going to be a little bit rough on the outside, so that's going to be up to the client to finish it with a clear coat. But the 2x2 twill weave 7725 style fiberglass has the same pattern as this carbon fiber. Otherwise, we're going to let this cure, and we'll peel that off probably in about 5-6 hours, and we'll have a few more voids to fill. As you can see, we're not perfect there. There's a few little bumps. But that gets you pretty close to where you need to be without a bunch of sanding and a bunch of wasted filler. And basically what we're doing is we're just getting a uniform surface as close to what we need it to be, and the rest is pretty easy. All right, thanks for watching.